Rage in Utah, will you have to pay the bill?
A Get Gephardt investigation reveals the shocking way ordinary Utahns are starting fires without knowing it, and what you will have to pay if you start a fire by accident.
538 wildfires have already flamed up in Utah in 2019. Even with the late rain, we are on track to match 2018's fire totals. All that firefighting costs millions. More often than not, it is up to you, the taxpayer, to pick up the tab.
Fire blew out of control.
But looking through public records, Get Gephardt found what appears to be a new trend.
Reckless burn.
Going after the folks who actually start a blaze. For the past decade, prosecutors only went after a handful of people, 10 or less a year. Then, in 2017, bam! 26 prosecutions, which jumped even higher the next year, 41.
The public is fed up with all of the reckless and negligent and intentional things that people are doing to cause these wildfires.
Jason Curry is with the Utah Division of Forestry, Fire, and State Lands. He believes the public is at the end of its rope seeing stories of raging infernos on the news.
That frustration has passed into elected officials, prosecutor's office.
Prosecutions are equivalent to the crime. Most are misdemeanor charges. Some are just tickets. Rarely an arsonist will be slapped with a felony. But for state officials, it is less about the indictments and more about the restitution. Fighting fires is expensive, and it's not just man-hours. Wildfires often require air support, helicopters, and big DC-10s, which drop fire retardant.
You know, that could be somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000.
One drop. Wow.
Yep.
It is a budgeting nightmare. Just ask state lawmakers. The 2019 wildfire budget was $2 million. Pfft, not even close. The legislature has already had to reopen its books and increase the budget 800%. That is $16 million not going to schools, roads, or other state costs. It's all taxpayer money. That is, unless a court forces the person responsible to pay. And the fire season is just getting started. And consider this, most fires are not actually started the way you might think, with a flame. No, most fires don't start thanks to a lighter or a match or a firework or even a cigarette.
Tied to a cigarette thrown out.
Really? I see fires on the side of roadways all the time.
Yeah.
What's starting them?
Equipment.
That's right. Curry says about 3/4 of all human-caused fires are from equipment, vehicles, and heavy machinery.
Malfunctioning brakes, a bad exhaust system, driving into the dry grass, a flat tire, something dragging from your trailer.
But heat from your car, that is of course an accident. Are drivers responsible to pay for those fires? You better believe it.
We want people to pay, and we want there to be justice. And the citizens of Utah deserve that due diligence for us to recover as much of that cost as we can.
So on this Pioneer Day Eve, Curry's message for anybody celebrating, be smart, or it could cost you a lot of money.
We got to knock this off. This reckless behavior with fireworks is causing serious problems and costing a lot of money.
In Salt Lake City, Matt Gephardt, 2 News.